the Rose with the locks. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, y'all, my bad. I'm trying to figure out something real quick for TikTok. I guess my thing has been weird. Okay, so where is TikTok live at? Okay. Hey Teeps, I saw you last time, bro. Thank you for sticking it out, rocking with us. Well, not with us, with me, for so long. I appreciate you so much. Okay, this is the settings, right? Okay, so I guess I could go live, right? That way. Yep. Go live. Okay, y'all, everybody else, give me 1 second. Oh, thank you. I am doing like a ghost stream for TikTok in a way so they can see my edited screen on TikTok live as well until I get my stream access back. So let me mute this on my laptop. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. So we are doing my church detonate from this past Friday. Hey Madam Queen over there on TikTok. Ain't going from there. Whew, so the application, hey Tiana, that I'm using is oh god, y'all have to give me a minute for those that don't know. I have to deal with some heavy personal stuff over the past couple of days. And, you know, just going from there. But, okay, so the application that I'm using is Capture One. Capture One is one of the industry-based software that, you know, photographers use just to better. I started off with Adobe Lightroom series. I always do everything Lightroom and Photoshop, but I like Capture One because Capture One is more a bit efficient in a way. Hold on, it's saying that I have a low battery on my computer. What's going on? It's charging, it's fine. In a way. So I like Capture One because it's more efficient, it's more a bit faster on my part. It has more features. Hey, Images by Mike. On my end, and it just make my workflow better. So right now we are about to edit an event. So this is a worship event for the Modern Day Scribes. So some of my students that did take this class, I have been teaching them and walking them through what it is to be a photographer in a heavy prophetic realm and atmosphere, and how to handle that. And I know. Now, first of all, thank you guys. Since December, I am almost at 10K followers on my personal account on Instagram. I think Brianna's photography personally has grown a lot. Hey, Jay Edward over there on Instagram has grown a lot. And it's just all from actually showing the world how to introduce Jesus and how to use their photography. So I think we have grown the Instagram page to almost 3,000 followers as well. I did slow down posting a lot of my prophetic work because my recent video of it got a lot of backlash, but then again, that's how you know you're doing it right when people are now, calling you crazy. Hey, 1035 images. Thank you for just obeying God. There's feedback on one of the lives. Instagram, Facebook. Do y'all hear feedback? It's probably on my PC. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I know what's going on. I don't know how to mute myself on the TikTok thing. Hold on, y'all. Oh, you know what? Because y'all watching the Facebook account. Hold on, let me see. Oh, you know what? Because y'all watching the Facebook account. Hold on, I see what you're talking about. Yep, it's the that is TikTok doing that. Sources. What are the sources? Hold on. I see what you're talking about. That is TikTok. Let me see. Oh God. Y'all probably have to come to YouTube or something like that over there on TikTok. Or just come to the Instagram or the Facebook to watch it, because TikTok is just, I don't know. Hold on. Or just come to the Instagram or the Facebook to watch it. Yeah. Oh, wait. Is that better? Wait. Is that better? I just found out how to mute it on the thing. Okay, yeah, Edward, it's on my TikTok live studio on my PC. That should be better. Is that better? Wait, is that better? I just found out how to mute it on the thing. Okay, yeah, Edward, it's on my TikTok live studio on my PC. That should be better. Hold on. That should be it for the people on TikTok. Okay. If it's still there, Leah, let me know. Oh, okay, let me mute that on my end. Hey, Scott on TikTok. If it's still there, Leah, let me know. Okay, so my bad. So back to what it is with the prophetic scribe community. Basically just showing photographers in a whole nother way to handle, the Holy Spirit getting that shot, partnering up with God. And it's not just like, oh, I'm just capturing pictures. Like, okay, you caught the pictures. Now, how can we retell the story and bring people to Christ after the fact? So I'm kind of pulling the curtains back to show y'all what that process looked like. So also with being a church photographer, I also have to edit these. So we are about to go through the full Monty here. The picking, the selection, and the choosing portion of editing church photography. Okay. So those who are new, welcome. My name is Brianna. I'm with Brianna Mouse Photography. I'm also one of the photographers at my church at Kindergarten Dallas in Cedar Hill, Texas. We do worship on Wednesdays, and we also do worship experience on Sundays. You can also watch us online at YouTube. Shameless plug, but that was a happy plug. Anyway, so Now, and don't forget, if you are watching, subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Facebook, subscribe to the Instagram, so that way you can stay alert, and to Twitch, because we are streaming to Twitch as well right now. So that way you are aware of what's happening. All things Prophetic Scribe community, right? Oh Lord, please, please, please. I'm not trying to get banned by Facebook. Lord. Thank you. Okay. I'm just go I'm gonna end the live on TikTok Studio. Cause no one's live over there. End it live and do it this way. All right, cool. I'm just gonna do it the way we did it at first. All right, so let's get to it. Let's hop to it. Facebook, who's on Instagram. So you know what? I can use this to monitor my Instagram in a way. Okay, cool. Give me one more second, y'all. I truly apologize and I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, let me go to Instagram to monitor the chat. Okay, go home. Alright, we are live there. Okay, Black Tiger Lily. Okay, that's Leah. Okay, I'm just watching the chat from my other laptop. Alright, let's go. Okay, cool. So this is the aftermath of the event where you have shot your church event, and you know you got to process it, and now you're trying to figure out, how do I even retell the story of what happened? That's the thing. You pray first. You ask God, what does the emotion of it all? If you were, paying attention to the event or the church event that was there, you already know how it went. The highs, the lows, the low points, the climactic points. Where was God moving in this moment? If you have a church that operates in the fivefold ministry gifts, my church does, there will be prophesying, there will be deliverance going on, there will be teaching, there will be edification, there will be preaching. So for me, and I know that my house is a fivefold ministry gift house, and it's going to be heavy all the time. That's where I start to, when I do the culling process, I begin to replay that moment. So people on TikTok, unfortunately, I try to get y'all to see what I'm doing. So you'll have to go to YouTube or Facebook or Instagram to subscribe that way, so you actually can see my screen on the live, or my Facebook to do that way. Hey, Danita. So, okay. In total, I have shot about 1,000 photos. Do you give all 1,000 photos to the church? Depends on your creative director and whether the media team is set up. My church do not. They gonna want no more than, this is detonate, I would say a maximum of 100 photos. So I say I have to sit here, pick, I would say a good 500, and out of that 500, I have to pick 100. But then again, let's challenge myself. I'm gonna go straight for the top 100 and go from there. So as we are doing a lunch and learn, ask questions on any platform you're on, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Ask a question, about, how to handle church photography. Hey, Doctor, over there on Instagram, ask your questions. So the thing is about prophetic photography, the goal is record people's moments with Jesus. I have taught my students this past spring semester is, at the end of the day, you want to capture the story between them and God in a worship moment or the ground shaking moment, because at the end of the day, God's story is being told, and He's trying to make sure There are disciples. What is this on my face? Sorry. He's trying to capture disciples or bring more people to Christ with your photos. So you are a history maker. You are a storyteller. You're recording history in that moment. So it's not like, oh, I just got a random shot. No. You can't play random shots shooting for church. You gotta be on point in partnership with the Holy Spirit, or we can't do nothing with it. How with that random shot, how we bring in Christ to people that don't want to go to Christ, or how can we get the people that do not want to come back in the church building back into the church building? You know? Okay, so let's start. Okay, let's change the music a little bit. What up, John? Okay, cool. So, Instagram, can you see okay? Can y'all see the capture one fine? Yes, no, maybe so? Because I'm about to start the picking process, and I want to make sure y'all can see me be able to pick correctly. I don't know why John, every time John comes on the thing, I read it as barbaric, but it's not barbaric. It's Barber JC. She said it's dark. Like the screen is dark, or like you can't see nothing at all? The picture you're looking at is dark, yes. And I can't brighten up my screen because it's going to mess with the way I edit. Okay, so. Okay, yeah, that's just. Okay, so another thing, right? I do not use flash in the sanctuary. I do not. I will not. The only time you would catch me with a flash on my camera in the sanctuary if I am being paid to shoot a wedding. Or I'm getting paid for an event. Other than that, if I'm serving the house of the Lord, I will not disturb people's moment with Christ. It is not a photo shoot. It is not like, oh, let me show off my new gear that I bought and I want to test it out on God's people. Do not interrupt the download moment with Christ's people. It's a huge distraction. And it's just a big no-no. It's just excuse my first one, it's a big hell no. Don't ever do it. Because you got to think about it. The person that's coming back to Christ or back into the church house and whatnot is already nervous and scared about even being around church people in general. They already nervous about being vulnerable with God anyway. And yes, do you want to capture that moment? Because that is a historic moment in their life. They finally submitted to God's voice, the Holy Spirit, and everything. And they want to have a moment with God. Yes. But mind you, if this is a worshiper's first time with Jesus and everything, and you got this big old flash, you might give them a heart attack. You might give them an epilepsy on accident. They're like, what the hell? What was that? And that might be their last emergency moment that God was trying to talk to their son or their daughter to save their life. But you decided to put a flash in their intimate moment and disrupt them. That's like you sleep at night in your bedroom, having your private time, doing whatever you're doing underneath the covers, and somebody comes, flash, you like, you just invaded my privacy. Like, that's unfair. So that's the reason why the screen is dark, because I have to shoot at low lighting. If anyone knows what type of gear that I'm shooting on, I shoot on a Sony a7R IV with a 7200 lens. They both are good for low lighting. All Sony cameras, in my opinion, are good in low lighting. I didn't always have the a7R IV. I had the a7R2 at one point, and that thing still held the beast. Why? Because I had some good glass on that a7R2. I had a 50 millimeter. I had that thing wide open. I had bust that thing wide open at 1.8. And we was getting some good shots. So for right now, we are not even editing. We got to pick the photos that we're going to pick before editing. So when you are culling is a process of picking and deleting photos that you're not going to submit to your client. So right now, my client is the church. in a way. Which is weird to say that. That's just weird to say that, like my client, like the church is my client, because I give my gift back to God, right? So right now we in chapter 1, we about to start, and I'm just going through like, okay, what is the story to tell? We got people just waiting. You could tell this lady, she has a real concern on her heart. She wants the Lord to answer it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick it just for now, because I have not seen everything. We got the musicians testing out their keys. You know, this is behind the scenes. We have this amazing guy. He's just waiting. We have Apostle Dumas. If Apostle Dumas ever tune in, hello, Pastor. In a way, and I find that was kind of dope that he was in front of me and he just opened up the Bible. So that means the Lord was already dealing with him with the word that's about to go forth and whatnot. My pastor is also animated.
So, is this your pastor with the Bible?
Yep, that is the co-leader, one of the co-leaders, because him and his wife leads the church, and whatnot. So Sean, y'all can be on a 5-second delay on the video part.
So those are the ones that travel around the world.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. So right now, also because I do a lot of shooting for them, I know what type of dynamic photos he wants. What tells the story? Like, okay, he's taking the stage. He's doing prayer. I got my shutter speed low, so my shutter speed is at a 100, so it's giving like a motion blur in a way. It could be a good thing and a bad thing. It depends on what my creative director wants to do. We got people just alert, ready to go.
Shooting at a 100 shutter speed, is that good or bad?
It's good. It's not 100% blurry. It's not 100% still. It just shows motion, what's happening in that time. Usually for me, I try not to have motion blur, but with me being a low light situation, I had to do what I had to do to make sure the picture wasn't too noisy versus blur. So I had to opt in. Okay, it won't be a super picture perfect picture. What if I'm okay with capturing blur or noise? So I'd rather have blur versus noise.
So in a sanctuary setting with minimum to no light, what settings do you recommend?
Whatever your camera could handle. Everybody's camera is different, so I don't want to say, oh, you definitely got to be an f1.28 on an ISO 3200. And what if your camera can't do that? So you have to. If I have to say, just because people want to say, I would say the minimum requirement is to have your ISO probably at a 1600. That's like start there and test it that way, because my church has black walls. If any other photographers that's on Instagram and whatnot, like my church has black walls. So they already gave me two challenges on there and shooting in low lighting. Anyway, we starting off in the dark. Like, oh, okay, cool. Not every church has my church black walls. Your church might have white walls. So you might not have to start at 1600. You might start at 1200 and you might be fine. So if you start at a 1200, okay, now we got to figure out there's going to be jumping, hollering, screaming, motion blur, all of that. Cool. You might want to be at a shutter speed minimum. And if you're on a 50 millimeter lens, 1/60th of a second, you're fine. F-stop might be 4.2 if you're on a 50 prime lens, in a way, because you still want everything to be seen, lit up in a way. But if you don't have a camera that, you know, that can be suitable for that, remember I have a mirrorless glass on Sony. So say somebody got the Canon T7i, right? Your set is going to be at automatically 3200 ISO. And if you have like the kit lens, that 1850, you can really open that up, but that lens don't open down to 4.5. So off the bat, you got to jump that ISO up, and then you probably have to be underneath your standard 4.5 focal length just to open it wide up, and you're gonna have to be like a baby tripod, and I have done that sometimes too. So basically, if you're on this T6i 3200 ISO 4.5 f-stop, your shutter speed probably gonna waver depends on what you're pointing at in the room in low lighting. You're probably gonna be at a 1/60th or 1/30th, and that's where you really gonna have to really let the Holy Spirit use you and be a walking tripod and get the shots. I have done that before as well. And the trick is, right, so because I know everyone can't see me on Instagram, they can hear me talking, but on TikTok, to be a human tripod, you take your non-dominant hand. So for me, I'm right-handed, so I always shoot right-handed. I will take my left hand, put it on my right shoulder, where my elbow is lined up underneath my nose, and I will put my camera, and let me actually show you what it looks like. Oh, hold on, let me switch settings real fast so they can see. They're gonna be intermission real fast, quick intermission. So if I'm shooting my right hand, right, and I have to shoot below a 160, so this is a 50. My minimum shutter speed for anything that's gonna be still, I will shoot probably at 140. Okay, I'm automatically about to introduce blur into my photos. I don't have a tripod, and then I'm in a church. I can't keep setting up a tripod and there's traffic going, people trying to sit down, enjoy worship and everything. I cannot do that. So I have to take my left hand, right shoulder, go like this and shoot. I gotta go to shoot. I am now a human tripod just to do that. And then if you ever been in the army or you went to the gun range and everything, this is where you would have to practice controlled breathing. So versus going like this, you see how the camera is moving? I'm breathing naturally. I have to slow down my breath. So let it focus. Well, let me actually turn it on. Focus, and then click it. Then breathe. It's like being a sniper. That's why they, my nickname is Shooter. No offense to TikTok, but because I literally, and I also play Call of Duty in real life, y'all. So playing shooting games, Call of Duty, and being like a photography shooter and stuff like that, I take all that. And I went to boot camp, ROTC camp, and I actually shot an airsoft rifle. So I'm taking all of that and like, okay, if I want to get this shot, and I see my target, ironically, that would be one of my pastors, I'm gonna slow down my breathing and get the shot if I don't have a tripod. This is why I say, as a prophetic photographer, you are a living vessel to capture, the history of God in people's lives. Okay.
Can you use a gyro?
The what?
Gyroscope.
That's inside your camera to balance the photo.
No, and gyroscope to do it.
I ain't never used a gyroscope. I'm not. I heard that before, but I never used that in real life. No, because I'm a church photographer and it's event photography. You moving. You can't set that up because that's a fire hazard at the same time. So if anything, no, if it requires equipment to be like in the walkway for people to get it out their seat and the passing them to get through, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a no. No, it's gonna be a hazard. It's gonna be a trip hazard. Okay, so let's get back to it. Oh, okay, hold on, let me click into that. Okay, so I'm just cool. So I like this photo, and I'm going to select it for now because they all just listening to my pastors preach, and he's praying. And you could tell the middle girl, she's like, I don't know, Lord. I don't know, Lord. Okay. Let's see. And also, I'm also writing this down in my mind because I could tell someone that's not too sure about what's about to happen. Life is life, and we don't know what's really life doing and stuff like that. But I just know once the event fully takes off, I'm going to come back to her and see if she's on the ground or not. And everything. So, This is just the beginning of it. And he already got the Bible out. And normally, he's an actual true prophet. So when he gets up with the Bible in hand and he's already on the microphone, you know, in the ROTC world, we'll call that command attention. He's commanding attention, like, yo, this is what God is saying. Please pay attention. This is nothing to be playing around. Like, stuff is happening. So we got hands lifted. Just praying in. And then I'm looking at my green tablet here. I have picked 20 photos already, so that's how I'm keeping up with the amount that I have. Hey, Ronnie on TikTok. So already, it's like 2 minutes in, the Lord is just tearing him up. I kind of like that because it's dynamic. I'm on the ground shooting. So how I was saying, like on the Chris Brown thing, I was saying like, hey Chris, I will fly through the sky. Would you get that photos? I'm on the floor. I will literally fly on a trampoline, a zip line thing to get that shot with Chris Brown. So Chris Brown, if you ever come on this live, holla at me. Okay, some of these are kind of redundant, so I'm trigger happy as well. So we got a man in the congregation just enjoying, worshiping, all of it. And I kind of love that with Kingdom Culture Dallas, they accept everybody's wild praise. They know like, oh, why they doing it? They need to go sit down. No, it's accepted. So to capture that moment on how everyone praise the Lord in their own unique way, and it's accepted by that, I just think that is a beautiful sight to see. I wish that was in focus. Well, there she go. And now that I find it kind of funny that I see this, right? In the beginning, everyone that y'all see right now got prophesied and laid out at the end of Detonate. And we didn't know.
How many photos did you take this day?
1,045.
Hey, Black Girls Tiger on IG.
Yeah, that's Leah's on IG right now.
Leah, right here, Leah.
That's our Leah, yeah, from the class. If I get quiet, y'all, I apologize. That's just me just locking in. I'm just trying to see, like, does this give a body of Christ worshiping, praising the Lord? What does this look like? My friend texted me. She was asking me if I'm okay. And then you don't also want to pick the same picture from the same segment. So when I say segment, like you see, I'm in this position, right? I don't want to keep getting the same image from there. It's like, okay, move around. Why is Apostle looking at making that face? So I'm trying to find moments of like trying to show how big the room is, how fulfilling the room is of people. Ooh, that's a good shot. Yep, I see it. That is going to black and white. Let me do that now. Okay. We're just gonna make that black and white. Yep. And for me, I like certain things in black and white because it tells a better story. It takes away the color, and the color don't want to be a distraction. Like, why this person got green on in the church? And you know how critical church people is. You know.
You ain't go back and forth. I'm monitoring on TikTok.
Oh, okay. So eliminate the distraction. Sometimes I will put an image in black and white so directly God's voice can talk. Because there are some critical church Christians out there. Why she got this going on? Why her hair ain't done? Oh, they got their knees down. Nope. Let's focus on the Lord, okay? Please and thank you. So I think I'm at, how many I got out of 1,000? I'm already at 45 images selected out of 1,000. And the goal is to be to 150 or 100 photos. So we want to get people in praise, shout, their excitement. Like, yes, we are excited to be here. This man. Okay, cool. We got him. The Tyshans. No, those are the Mouses. Ironically, his last name is Miles too, but his is spelled a different way. So we got him. We got the father-son duo. That is his oldest. That is my pastor's oldest son on video doing it. What I love about serving the church is like seeing the oldest son serve his father in this type of capacity. It gives me who was the Bible character that son? I think it's Abraham and his son Isaac. It gives me that moment all the time. Now my pastor's not going to sacrifice the son, but it's the fact that how his son Micah just serves so well, and he know his dad better than anybody else. So it's just a beautiful honor to capture that history for them in this way. So every time I do see it, I try to grab one for him. But unfortunately, like, my pastor's face is like screwed up. But then again, he's a singer, he's a worshiper, so he probably don't care. He probably usually don't. I don't know. Hey, Apostle Dumas, if you ever see this again. It's for friend Gianna. I really wanted to get her and Tasha. Now, this is the makeup artist, y'all. When I had got my makeup done and whatnot, the one that I'm circling, she the one that did it. Well, y'all, if y'all was on TikTok, y'all saw her. But those who didn't, like, that's Tasha Renee. MUA Tasha Renee. But I like this, and I'm gonna put this in black and white too, because you see two different ways of people serving. You know, you got one with their head bowed, both their hands are lifted, but one is actually putting their heads up to God to hear from Him, and they still are worshiping in agreement with what's going on in the atmosphere.
So if you don't mind me asking, how do you worship?
Through my camera lens sometimes. Sometimes I'm bowed. Sometimes I'm stretched out. Sometimes I'm walking back and forth. Sometimes I'm waving a flag. It depends on what the Lord tells me to do. Because I'm in a season where I'm coming out of my common comfort zones of serving Him and worshiping Him. And whatever He tells me to do or how He wants me to do it, I just submit my body to the voice of the Lord and go from there. Now we see everybody's crying.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. No matter your industry, Grainger's here for you with professional grade supplies. Call, click Grainger.com.
Now they was dancing. I remember them dancing.
The ones who get it done.
Like, y'all see it? I don't know if y'all will see it.
Lead their calling on the Lord. Calling on your name.
Oh, at this point, it got heavy. The atmosphere got real heavy. And I mean heavy. Because when she got up there and started translating in Spanish, it was a automatic boom. I said, oh, there you go. And I say that because as a photographer, again, as a scribe, you have to now prepare your gear if your gear can do it. We about to go in high speed sync. We about to go in high speed shutter. Hey gear, it just got heavy. Let me keep my finger on the trigger and go da 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 da. Like that's how it was. So when
How do you go by doing translation in Spanish while the pastor is actually talking?
we ain't there yet. We only been open for 6 months. I don't know. I'm just a photographer. What she did was she spoke in Spanish. That was her native tongue. Then she translated to English. Because we also have, this church is not predominantly black. And when I say every walk of creed is at this church, every walk of creed is at the church. You just have to know that this is a safe space that you're in, and the Lord was still going to translate what you need to hear in English in your native tongue anyway. So she was going back into English and Spanish, letting us know what she was saying, so we can trust what was going on.
Oh, so she gave both. Okay, I thought that she was translating what Pastor was saying into Spanish and whatnot.
If it's called to it, yeah, we will have we do have a couple that do both, and I'm pretty sure he would have called them to the front like, hey, I'm gonna need you to translate this in Spanish if the Lord tells him to. So, but that's just what that's just what it is.
Do they have a sign language at all times?
Not yet. We just launched in October, so we still building as we going right now, but not yet. That is a good question. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna show this live to my pastor. But once we, get down the line, they're gonna do that.
She's in the spirit.
Okay.
And you can honestly see that the spirit is taking over her.
Mm-hmm. Anybody on Instagram have any questions, or y'all just watching?
It's just me and Leah.
Oh, okay. So she's just yelling. She's not yelling. She's travailing. I'm sorry, Lord. She's travailing, and that is the difference.
Yeah, me and Leah are watching.
Oh, okay.
Let's lift your shout.
She was praying. Lord, give me strength.
Can you bring those up? Any?
When I get to the editing part, I'm not editing right now. I'm picking. I'm just picking for right now. So what y'all seeing, like, y'all might be like, why are we going back to the same thing? So I have 2 cameras. So and I upload them the 2 different cards at the different times. So basically we are now on my 50 my secondary camera that has the 50 milliliter lens on there, and now we seen it from the 50 perspective, not the zoomed in perspective. Royalty is me. Welcome. Is YouTube going off? It's talking about the oil. lifted. Oh, this is on 200. Okay.
So, question, Leah. Which do you think is a better quality? I think the Zoom is a better quality to me.
Not the quality, you mean the composition of the photo?
Yeah,
Because it's the same camera on both with just different lenses. I like this one better. I'll pick that one. Oh, we at 107. I'm over the limit. But this is just with the picking process. Ooh, I like that. Okay.
How many cameras do you have?
2 professional ones, but I actually got 3. My GoPro is the camera.
Yeah, the GoPro is just live action.
I'm sorry, y'all, for yawning. I had a rough morning this morning. So,
I'm thinking about getting me a second camera.
do you do events like that?
No.
Then you don't need a second camera then. But then, no, I apologize. You do need a second camera because if anything happens to your main camera, you do have a backup body to keep going while you're on the job.
I was asking which contrast do you like, zoomed or standard?
They all standard based if you see it that way.
Zoom, or what was the other one you did?
Prime. Zoom versus prime lens. That's what that is.
Zoom versus prime lens.
So this is the zoom lens shot. If y'all looking at it, Instagram might be a little bit late. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that's a lot of people that join over here. McCray at work, welcome. I am Joshua, welcome. Photos by Tom. Kenny Boo Boo Bear, Lord. King Cap, welcome. Young Simba, welcome. Okay. Well, it's not. Oh, because I'm not on the right one. But okay. But this is the 7200 lens. And I kind of felt bad because I was like, oh, Lord, her chest. So you see how I cropped up and make sure her.
Your live too.
What you mean?
On your own IG. You're in your own on your live on IG too.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm watching the comments over there. So we got her.
So Lee wasn't even in here. I thought Lee was in here with me.
Mm-mm. That's our campus prophetess. And the fact that she sings, I was like, when you start singing? So these are now action shots of, pastor is preaching, singing, travailing onto the Lord and whatnot. He's very animated. Sometimes when I do my shots, I like to do shoot throughs. So this is a shoot through where I would get behind other people and focus on the person in front of me. Just like, it's like how God is showing you how to focus on, like, you're the apple of his eye. Oh, that's the word for her. Throughout all the noise and everything and whatnot, he's focusing on her, and he's the apple of her eye, in a way. And sometimes I try my best to recapture the images how God would see his children. So when they see the photos back, they were like, oh my God, that's exactly what I was going through.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with her being the center point of this photo, can you get the other two people's heads out the photo?
Nope. I don't want to. I shot it that way on purpose. Hold on, let's go back. There's nothing wrong with it. Hold
It's
on.
not.
Because she's in focus. She's singing, she's in focus. This is shot at the point 2-8. That's the photo. Sometimes as an artist, you will do stuff. Hey Tavia, as an artist, you will sometimes compose an image in the way that only you will understand, and God will tell you to compose it. Now everybody be like, why'd you do that? That's not a really good photo because this says this and this says that. But okay, but I didn't do it that way, and it's still a good photo. As an artist, you will have to stand on your visionary capacity, especially in the photography industry. There are so many right ways and wrong ways to do stuff. That's why a lot of the spirit of comparison come in, and a lot of people be locked up, and they're scared to just create work because you have other people chiming in somebody else's journey of creativity. So that's why, ironically, those who know, the past couple of days, I was standing on my creativity and how it works because that's not what God gave me. You know what I'm saying? So this is where the creative boundaries will come into play and lock in. Like, nope, that's just how it's called. Yeah, I know the rules say it's supposed to be like that, but no. It's still a well-balanced shot. Because if you put the grid on, that's dead center.
It is.
Hey Ryan, we are dead center with the photo. Perfectly balanced. I don't like editing with the grid, but yep. Okay. Sorry y'all for yawning. Hey Ryan. So that's a violinist. Oh, at this point of the service of Dead That Night, everyone was worshiping, everyone was crying, and she was just playing a violin. And with the strings, no problem. You're welcome. Take your mental health data for what you need. I still gotta get work done, so I can do that. Do what you gotta do. And with the strings, if you know like how heaven sounds it's a harping bowl, and it's the violin. So she was like bringing heaven onto earth in that moment of worship. That's when it got real heavy. Real heavy because I was trying to stay up, but I knew at this point I got enough photos that I'm good. So I can tell where I'm just like, I'm about to tap out. I'm about to tap out. If the atmosphere get this heavy, I'm going to have to tap out. And he did. He was like, put the camera down. You got enough shots. I need you to listen. I need you to pay attention.
I need you to focus. I need you to connect with me.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think a love for me is my church community and my backup understand. Oh, you're welcome. they understand that it might be something that the Lord is talking to me, because we can't hear what the Lord's telling everybody. And I get like, people can tell like if I'm fighting it, like fighting to stand up. If I get like, there's a thing where I'm going like this, and I'm already halfway leaning over. If I'm already halfway leaning over, that means like I'm already fighting it. Or I'll go like this, or I'm like, and I will make a look to some of my leaders. They were like, "We not gonna come rescue you. You better obey God. Take the camera off. Bow." I just bow. And then even while I'm bowing, like I still have my camera in my hand going like this. Because I just want to serve in excellence. But this night answers so many prayers that I've been having like built up for months and almost a year. Okay, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick break. I have to use the washroom.
Take your time.
And everything. Hold on. Let me do this the right way.
Go ahead.
Wait, I gotta do my thing.
Leah, check this card. Leah, check this card.
Alrighty, I am back. Sorry, I had to get some snacks. So I'm up here yarning. Y'all want some? Okay.
Oh, you playing?
What?
Oh, you playing? You got the Garrett's for real. You playing. And you got the prepackaged. Like, come on now, you couldn't go order it from your own self?
I didn't want
Check
to.
Discord.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to.
You know what? I'm gonna go on to Garrett's and get you a fresh batch.
You know what? I do need a fresh batch, and I need a Chicago 10, cause I lost my other one.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that on my Amazon thing.
You know somebody from Chicago had to pick that for you. No, because they got to send it directly to your house. Because you can't order that on Amazon. They got to come directly. They got to order that directly.
Oh yeah, I do need a fresh cheesy batch too. I don't like. And then Isaiah like the caramel one, the caramel only one,
Oh, so he don't like
the cheesy one. He don't like the Gary mix. He like the regular caramel one by itself.
he ain't
No, he tried it. My son did try it. He did try it. He's just like, no,
what does baby girl like?
nothing. She like the white cheddar ones. But I don't think Gary got white cheddar popcorn.
They have it's seasonal.
Oh, really?
It's seasonal. It's seasonal.
Okay.
Like right now they have salted butter. They have the spicy caramel. Yeah, they got a couple, and they they have the one with the nuts all in it and all that.
No. Okay, so there's a big gap from this lady to when she got up there because I got knocked out. I got knocked out. Well, I was just sitting there laying, crying because it was just the weight of the Lord. And like, I'm going to rewatch it. If y'all want to watch this detonate, it's on my church YouTube, Kingdom Culture Dallas. Hold on, let me put that in the chat for y'all. Hold on.
Yes, she does.
Now, I think she's just doing it like, yes, I do Capture One. I only use Capture One. I'm Team Capture One and Photoshop. Lightroom.
And that's the thing. I have to get me figure out a way to get Capture One for the FREE free.
They have a free 30-day one.
After 30 days.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so let me put this YouTube link in the Instagram and YouTube chats for y'all.
Put it in Discord for us.
Yep, so y'all can watch that detonate. Wait, did they put the detonate back up there?
How long is detonate?
About 3 hours, but it's nothing but worship though. Oh no, they didn't put it up there. Or did they put it on the Hub Dallas? Hold on, let me double check. The Hub.
Leah, check Discord. Well, but it seems like she doesn't. Don't worry about it, Leah.
Wait, what happened?
I will ask her, does she have 2 devices?
Oh.
Because she was saying that I can't see the photos over on TikTok, but I have my secondary device that I'm using.
Oh no, TikTok, yeah. You're not gonna see it on TikTok. I tried to stream directly to TikTok, and TikTok should have like 1,000 likes right now. I don't know what's going on TikTok.
Because if I wanted to, I could do all 4. I could do TikTok, I could do YouTube, all of them.
Oh wow. Okay, back to the photos. My bad, y'all. So yeah, I was laying down. I was locked out. Oh, I got scared. Like, who is that talking? Also, my pastor will pull somebody up to sing and worship and everything. We got enough pictures of him. We can keep going. And that's not being mean. Like, if you got enough pictures of somebody that's always in the congregation, it's okay to keep going and find somebody else to feature.
What about First Lady?
She was in the back doing something else. But normally when she get in, I get her. I make my note. I'm like, oh, she ain't in here. Okay, cool. When she do get in here, I'm finna get her. She gonna get got. Cause she be the main one screaming right behind him. Cause she's his I don't think we ever call her first lady. That's weird. We just call her co-leader. We just call him co-leader. Call her co-leader. So y'all see how there's every type of racial ethnicity in this church. Like, they all lead worship. They all call down the fire of heaven and stuff like that. So with Kingdom Culture Dallas, we are letting everybody know, like, we are a kingdom. We are one kingdom, one culture. There is no black heaven, white heaven, Mexican heaven. There's none of that. It's just Jesus at the end of the day. Hey, call me Karma. So he's prophesying to her now. And I know he want those photos of him prophesying to her. Then there's ladies that's, you know. Yeah. No, I didn't get this one. I got after this. They jumped, spiritually got jumped. She's like, I just want no. I want no smoke with the Lord right now. That's the first lady right there, Sean, with the locks. You're gonna see her pop up. And also, I think with these series, when I'm about to start doing a series called Black Men That Praise the Lord. Because black men are told like they cannot cry, they cannot be vulnerable. But every time I see a black man in full worship, like, oh, I want to capture that, because you are doing the hardest thing that you're doing the hardest thing ever is to worship and cry in front of thousands of people and just to love the Lord, you know? So just to like give other black men reassurance, like it's okay to worship the Lord and cry. You're not alone. You're not weak. You're not silly. None of it. Okay, with this shot, I was trying to get all the hands in focus and everything. But I'm like, that ain't working. So she dropped down. Because at the beginning, she was just like, I'm not too sure about none of it. But, we're not going to select that. We're going to keep going. We got so many pictures of her singing, but I just know what part, like, she really was just, like, not even here no more.
How many people we have dedicated their life that night?
I don't think we did a call to the church this night, or if they was, I was in the back trying to get my gear in order, because I think my gear was dying, so I was trying to charge one of my batteries, so I didn't catch that part. But 9 times out of 10, when moments like this happen, they do join that Sunday. So I mean, for sure people join that Sunday. So that is the Apostle Dumas' wife, Jaquette Dumas. Dr. Jaquette Dumas. Put some respect on her name.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like, with that, with I understand that y'all just growing, but with that powerful night, they should have did a call to service.
I'm not too sure. I'm not saying they didn't or they did. I'm saying I'm not too sure, because I wasn't in the room when it happened. But they always, 9 times out of 10, they always do. So don't quote me on that they didn't. But then again, with that, with Detonate, they don't really focus on the church. It's like a substitute thing where they just want everybody from other churches to come and worship the Lord. I think that's why they're not trying to do a call to the church, because there are people that do go to other churches, but they just come for our monthly worship night just to worship the Lord. It's not about getting members and stuff like that. It's like, let's just come worship the Lord. Whatever church you go to, you are free to come and hide and worship in the back. We just worshiping the Lord. That's the MO. I think we weren't trying to get members that day, because we wasn't operating as our church per se. We was operating as the hub. And the hub is where like everybody in the DFW area come, learn, be taught and trained about Christ. So when you go back to your church, you could teach them what you learned here, so they can grow too if you feel like you're not growing there. We're not trying to steal church members or nothing like that. We trying to equip the body of Christ in a whole new way, so they can go out and do what they was called to do. So if a call to church wasn't happening, that's probably why. He back in that Bible again. Oh, what time is it? 1 o'clock. Okay. It's a push.
Are you okay?
Fighting sleep.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, are you okay? Because like you keep yarning, you ready to go back to sleep.
Yeah, but I gotta push through at the same time. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just call the pictures. Cause I gotta go get my kids at 3. Take like a quick hour nap and go get the kids and just come back and finish picking the photos. But as a business owner, Sean, you're gonna have to just suck it up. Like, it's just only you. You don't got no other editors. You gotta do what you gotta do. How many we had picked? Oh, we have 200. 225.
We over.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of fine. Because the goal was to cut it by half by 500, to pick 500 and do another round from there. Because I'm going through 2 cameras at the same time, so some of these photos is redundant. Right, because you see how she's coming back up? That's the other camera. So all I like to do is I guess for my signature now that I'm doing, when the Holy Spirit's really dropping on somebody in front of me, I make sure that I get them alignment with the spotlights in the ceiling, so that way they can actually see a physical representation how God was dropping the light on them to sing or preach whatever they had going on. It's like I have to line a shot up. Yep, is she crying? Yep, we gotta get it. I gotta get that shot at all times. Because it's always reminding me, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. So when I see that, when they walk in front of one of those spotlights, I gotta get it.
Yeah, if you bring it back up to some of the same pictures again.
Now she getting prophesied to. Remember at the beginning, I called all the people that were just still.
Your phone dropped out, Bree.
Huh?
Your phone dropped out.
Oh, yeah. We at the prophetic part now, where everybody's getting prophesied to. Some of these might be real noisy. Okay. Ooh, baby, she was. I felt it. And he get prophesied too. He was shimmying the whole time. Is that the end of it? Ain't no way. That can't be all of it. That is not
It
all.
is.
Nope, that's not all of it. That can't be all the pictures that was taken.
You went to about 2,000 pictures, Bree.
But I know I took more than that. I know I did. I know I did. Is that Miss Kirkwood joining my live? Oh my God. We had Ashley Kirkwood join my TikTok, y'all. All right, a minute. Wait a minute. Where is my where is my Lord Jesus, give me the strength. Okay, so I'm adding duplicates now. I don't think I had to take my lashes off that night too. Oh! I'm ending the live. Wait, I'm not in a TikTok live, but I'm about to end the stream. Nope, no, I'm not. Y'all check the Discord. I'm gonna put it in Discord.
Just mention to me and Leah personally.
Okay. Leah, just check the chat. Just check the chat.
Where?
Hold on. Hey, graphic design. And I'm gonna say this out loud because the goal was to have it done on Friday, but I was making sure everything for my photo shoot was there, and I kind of forgot. Like, oh my god, I kind of double booked myself with service, doing the photo shoot and serving. So that was my fault, right? But then again, we still had established there was no deadline, direct deadline, given on her part, even though I kept saying, hey, we're gonna be on this date. But if you're seeing me busy serving the church and whatnot, why didn't you wait till like Saturday? Like, okay, she's busy, she tired, all that other stuff. Cool. She got a whole photo shoot and everything. Cool. And I know I'm saying that out loud because like I think you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that just hit me. I said, wait a minute. I'm actually doing work. So I wasn't trying to purposely did it out this set because I had to ship off their wedding photos first. Right. I knew all the photos didn't get uploaded, Sean. There's more photos that I knew that was getting uploaded. God is a good defender and redeemer, I can tell you that much. He's a redeemer. Is that Miss Nina? No, that's not Miss Nina. That is not Miss Nina that's joined this TikTok. Nope. Mm-mm.
You got more photos to upload?
Yeah, the whole card didn't upload.
Hey, love.
Y'all, that is my high school boyfriend mother. Me and his mom always been cool. And I can say this because I'm now in my 30s. I popped up on your phone. Oh, I'm probably one of the best girlfriends he ever had and always loved me and still gonna be one of his best girlfriends. He has a daughter named Emma Ryan. She has my whole heart. I miss her so much. Is she still doing cheerleading? Please tell me she's still doing cheerleading. She's so sassy. I love her.
I love you, Sabrina.
Yay! Okay. You know I don't live in Chicago no more. I moved.
All them cars, love. What's up?
You know what happened is, as a mom, I got a fanny pack. So this is my wallet. You was on my mind. Yeah, I'm in Texas now. So all this stuff. Oh, I have cards to get passed out for my church as evangelism. So people like, hey, I need a church. I'm about to just give them a card like, hey, if you ever need a church, here you go. You know, pass that out. And then like my other stuff is like my debit cards and stuff. Because I got a wallet, but the wallet's like passing, like that's about to pass away. You know what I mean? So I just put everything in my fanny pack. And I know I got my fanny pack, I got my stuff. The Lord got me, Miss Nina. The Lord got me because it's been a wild ride. How your son doing?
Is he still doing him being fast?
Who?
Her son. Cause he left you. He left a good one.
No, I had to leave him. We're not gonna do that. He was trying. I think my expectations of him was very, very like high, and it was unfair on my part to make him try to meet a standard that he could not do it. And there's no shade to her, to her son. We always had a son about her time. Lean on the Lord. Like me and T, and I'm not gonna put a son name out there. Me and T was we're just better off as friends, but not as boyfriend and girlfriend. And we tried it as kids and we tried it as adults. Miss Nina, I tried. I tried on all parts. Before kids and after kids. But that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, thank you. But he gonna get it together one day. I know that for sure. I could tell you one thing. That man do keep a job. He do keep a job. Let's get back to editing, y'all.
How many cars do you have at all times?
You talking about these cards? I thought you were talking about like the bits cards. So each of these holds 4, right? So this is 4. And then with the mini ones, 8. Actually, I need to put these back in their spots. 8. 8, 9, 10. I got 10. 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 cards.
So, okay, now let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Which do you recommend using? The micro or the...
They all work the same. They all different sizes. They all work the same. They're all different sizes. So for like this one, this is the 256 gigabyte. Wait, let me double check. Micro. Yeah, this is 250 gigabytes. So I can shoot 2 weddings on this. I can shoot 2 12-hour weddings on this, and I'll still have space. So this is up to 2,000 photos I can shoot, and that's a whole wedding. I have another one. This one is 512. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on. It's 512 megabytes. So it just depends on what I'm shooting and how long I'm shooting. No. You're fine. They have to want you more than they want themselves. Yeah, I speak the truth. Sorry to invade. No, you're fine, Miss Nina. You're fine. If anybody gonna come on TikTok or anything. I always speak the truth and honestly. I don't sugarcoat anything. That's not my ministry. I just obey God, and I want people to, if I leave this earth and people want to know, like, okay, what did Brianna say to you to motivate your life? She always kept it real. And it's not me to bash nobody. That's just, hey, you did this. This is how you can grow with me. I know I'm a hothead, but don't test my hot-headedness. We be Gucci. So also, this is like a 256 shine and 128. But it also depends on the gig that I'm currently working on at said time and space. That's all. So I'm just keeping these organized so I don't lose it. Tell my friend Emma Mariah I said hello.
And how do you keep track of what's on which car?
You just the night before, so like I have a gig this Saturday. I just put the card in, look at my camera, see what's on there. And I know, like, again, for my wedding cards, I'm always gonna grab my Samsung, and I'm always gonna grab. So for one of my cameras, I have 2 slots that work and 1 slot that don't work. For the 1 slot that don't work, I put the biggest one in there so I don't have to switch out. The one that has 2 adapters in, I'm gonna pull in that 128, and then I'm gonna pull in my adapter one. Those 2 are gonna work hand in hand. So I already know what 3 ones I work for that wedding. And for like a random shoot or anything like that, I might pull out. Well, this one don't work no more because it broke, so I have to pull everything off of this and just talk and buy another one. But if I don't remember, I just put it in and say, okay, where's the wedding? Dump it. Keep going. Okay, so let's import the rest of these photos, y'all. Because Instagram was like, girl, if you don't keep moving, my bad, y'all. So it's doing, so you got to import additional 750 photos. I don't know why I didn't do all of it. It's probably ran out of space that quick on this hard drive. And I probably got to get a whole nother hard drive. If anything, I need some coffee.
So a terabyte will not be enough
For the work that I do, a terabyte's not even enough for me no more. Because on this drive, I have a wedding, I have 3 events, and each event was about 700 photos. The wedding was about 3,000 photos and some. So this one, I was just dumping everything for 2025 on this one when I'm supposed to keep my weddings on my weddings drive, portraits on my portraits drive, and that's it. That's what I really need to do right now. While this is trying to figure out how to import, we now have to do organization. Okay, so let me change my window capture. Let me see.
It went black on.
I know. I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it on purpose. Give me a second to readjust everything, y'all. Y'all gonna see an infinity window, but that's just what is happening right now. So sometimes while you culling, you be like, okay, I know I took more photos than that. What's happening? And you gotta find the SD card, put it back into play, and go from there. Okay, so.
Hold on, be right back.
Right now, I'm about to organize my drives and everything. Make sure there's space for the photos and whatnot. So we're gonna open this drive up. And then we're gonna open, I think, Portraits 2. I don't know how much space we got left. Hold on. So also, if you have a MacBook Pro, y'all, right? What I always do is when I get my Macs, I always make sure it tells me how much size I have left on there, so that way, I know what's going on. There we go. All right, there's plenty of space left on that hard drive. Why is it taking so slow to start the import process? So this is where everything is going. This one has a lot left, and this is a 5 terabyte. Wait, so why did I buy another one if I have 5 terabytes left? Huh, that's peculiar. Why do I do that? Oh, you know what? Since that is like that, let me, as a vent, let me throw the wedding on there real fast until I'm able to get another wedding drive. Wait a minute, the wedding drive has 1 terabyte left out of 5. What is happening? Okay, let me do some quick organization. Again, and yes, as a photographer, if you've been doing this for so many years, TikTok, you're not going to see it, but if you're on Facebook or Instagram, I have 6 drives open right now using the computer. What up, Brittany?
And how often do you archive your drives? Your
I don't archive them. I just put them to the side. Or I just keep using it till I can't use it no more, which is a bad thing. But what I'm realizing is, what I'm about to do is, once a year is up, just get a whole new hard drive and put work on there. Even though that hard drive can still be used, don't touch it because that year is done. So that way, if I have to go back, it's not being too much wear and tear on it. Okay, Portraits 2 has 3 gigabytes left, so ain't nothing going on that one. That's cooked. Close that out. Samsung, no, that's the, yeah, that's the hard drive. That's almost cooked too. Oh God.
So you need a whole new hard drive.
I need like 2 more. Yep, I need like 2 more hard drives for 2025. Okay, let's open up weddings.
So what do you recommend for starting out, for a person starting out?
1 terabyte. That could probably last you 2 years. If you just starting out, it depends on if you get a lot of bookings or not. Even though I got the space for it, I'm just gonna move that over there anyway. Why are we taking all day? How much space do I have on my Mac? That's probably what it is. It's probably like the red space on my Mac that's clogging everything up.
Oh, man. Where's your mother now?
Want to get away? Now you can with
Okay, Capture One is tweaking right now. Because I have space for all the stuff to move fast. What is happening with Capture One? Let me see, do we need a upgrade?
have a MacBook Air. I have a 2012 generation MacBook Air.
Oh, that thing gonna get cooked.
So it's not gonna. So even if I use Capture One, it's not gonna work out right.
No, it's not even gonna hold that program. It's gonna crash every time.
So what do you recommend me using that for then?
What, the Air Mac, the iMac?
Mm-hmm.
Type some papers and keep going. Hey, Nia Dion. Type some papers.
So I need to get a whole nother computer for my photography then.
Because your computer is somewhat fossilized now. It don't have the processor units, the CPU cards and everything to even handle the program.
So
That's why even with my PC, that's what I was working on at first, but I had to upgrade to my Mac right now just to finish the edits of all my clients I currently got.
So what do you recommend me getting for editing computer?
A decent gaming PC. So probably a decent gaming, laptop, probably for like $600. With a processor, at least an i5 minimum. And then like a RAM card of 16 gigabytes. And then, because you can also, what's up, Wesley? You can also have a storage space of 500 or 1 terabyte. So this is you starting out. You don't need a terabyte yet out the gate, computer-wise. But your hard drive, yeah, because everything's going to live on that hard drive, in a way.
All right, I'll get that next semester when I come back to school. Have financial aid pay for it.
That too. That too.
And have them pick my second camera.
Yep. That's what I do. That's some reason why I go back to school. Like, look, I need a refund check real quick. Let me go get this doctoral degree or something.
Mm-hmm.
And let them pay for it.
But now it's not important.
You gotta build a clientele, and you gotta build your craft first, then your clientele. Then you get the gear and whatnot that comes with it. All right, we've been live for 90 minutes, y'all. Congratulations. Let me see if anybody saying anything on Twitch. Nope. Oh, why do that? Ooh, okay. Hey, Sierra. I don't think we even live on YouTube anymore, or it goes to YouTube anymore, or what channel is going live to.
I used to work for a billionaire. There's one thing I learned: the billionaires hate paying their property taxes.
Oh, it's been going to my other pages. My Beauty Takes TV page. Oh. Hey. I sure was like, I don't see no live videos on my on my thing. I gotta pay attention to that next time. Yeah, that is on my YouTube page. Okay. I would. Are we still saying starting soon on my back end? Do y'all see anything?
No, I see you.
No.
Paid. So I had to do, or at that time.
Well, that's on YouTube. Got to delete that. All right, y'all. My bad. The Black Queen. Hey, y'all. Okay. Okay, y'all. So everybody's on the live stream. I thank y'all. This is the process of being a worship photographer. We have to import another 580 photos in, and probably come back for part 2. All right, TikTok don't